Good morning, all of you. Welcome to our maths class, and hope all of you are doing all these things properly. Whatever homeworks you are getting, you people are doing, and side by side, hope you all of you are healthy and you are keeping well. So let's start our class. And you must have remember in last class we had started that's problem on simultaneous linear equation, means the word problem, and we have done many questions depend on that different type of questions are there. So since I told you there are 32 questions, and out of 32 few I have done until the question number 12 I had given as a homework. So what I am thinking, you must have done the remaining question. Now after question number 12, now from 13 another type of questions will start, and we are going to start this topic without wasting our time. So now in this series, now you can see question number 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17. All are same type of the question, and it is related to the number system, where we will discuss about the 2-digit number or 3-digit number. What is the meaning of 2-digit number? That is a question when suppose that I am having somewhere written of 57. So 57 will be written as 57. And now if I'll assume the unit digit as a y and tens digit as a x, so we can't write xy, because when we write xy it will be read as a x into y. So another way is there to write. I'm just writing one line and then after I'll move to the question. As I told you that suppose that I'm having 57. So 57 can be written as 10 into 5 plus 7. It means that tens digit has to be multiplied by 10 and unit digit will be written like that only. I can say it is expanded form of this 57. In the same way, suppose that I am just going to take one variable as a unit digit as a y and tens digit as a x, and if you want to write the number, so number should be 10x plus y, 10x plus y. And one more thing, one more word will come in the question. A question will come like that ki number obtained by the reversing the digit. Reversing digit means what? It can be written 75. Means unit digit will take the tens digit place and tens digit will take unit digit place. Yeah. So when we will write its expanded form, it can be written as 10 into 7 plus 5. So these are some basic things what we will use during when we will solve the question. So I am just going to start with the question, and hope you will get all these things nicely. Question number 13, you can see it's written in a 2-digit number. The sum of the digit is 7. I think there is no any confusion regarding it. Like here you can see sum of the digit 5 plus 7 is 12. Now in our question what has given sum of the digit is 7. It means if I will take x as a tens digit and y as a unit digit, so x plus y is equal to 7 has been given. And then after it's written, if the number with the order of the digit reversed, as I have written, 57 can be written 75. When order of the digit will reverse, then number will change. Reverse is 28 greater than the twice the unit digit of the original number. Should I repeat it again? Yeah, once again I am reading this question and hope you will get. What is the question? Question said a 2-digit number where sum of the digit is 7 and the number with the order of the digit is reversed is, means the obtained number is 28 greater than the twice the unit digit of the original, whatever the previous one. That suppose that the unit digit of the original number is y, so obtained number will be equal to the 2 times y plus 28. 28 greater than 28 greater than the twice of the unit. It means that 2y plus 28 is equal to obtained number. What should I write here? Let me start the question. Question number 13, you can see what should I write? Let the unit digit is y and tens digit is x, then what should be the number? The number is equal to 10x plus y. And one more line I can write, number obtained by reversing the digits is equal to 10y plus x. This is the basic things of this question. Now, what has given? The first case of the question has been given from first condition. What has given? Sum of the digit is equal to 7. It means x plus y is equal to x plus y is equal to 7. This is the equation number 1. Now, it's written the number obtained. So if the number with the order of the digit reverse is, this is the number when order of the digit has been reversed, this is 28 greater than the twice of unit digit of the original number. Means second condition, from second condition, what can I write? Condition that obtained number is 10y plus x. This is 28 more than 2y. Simply I can write. And when I will transpose in this side, I can write x plus 8y is equal to 28. This is the equation number 2. Now tell me, we are not able to solve these two equations. I think we can easily solve these two equations, and we have done so many questions like that. And very simple. You can see coefficient of x are same in both, and their both sign are same. I can write 2 minus 1. When I write 2 minus 1, x and x will be cancelled. 8y minus y will be 7y. 28 minus 7 will be, I think, 21. Then y is equal to, what can I write? 21 upon 7. Then y is equal to 3. And when we will substitute the value of y either in 1 or 2, so what can I write? Putting value of y in 1. What will happen? X plus 3 is equal to 7. So I can write x is equal to 7 minus 3. Then x is equal to what? 4. Then what should be the number? What should be the number? Your question is there in the last expression. Find the number. Then therefore number is equal to 10x plus y. I can write 10 into 4 plus 3. It is 40 plus 3. That can be written as 43. It can be written as 43. This is our question, and now we can verify the conditions also. When we will obtain a number reversing by the digits, it will be 34. Now 34 will be 28 more than the 6. And what is the 6? 6 is the 2 times of the unit digit of original number. This was the question. So hope you have got what we have to do. But one more question I want to do related to the digit one. You can see all these things, and then after I'll start from the beginning. I can say beginning means the initial point of this whiteboard, because it will be little bit lengthy. Question number 18. Why I am going to do this question? Because now this is the single one question as given in your book, where we have to discuss about the 3-digit number. We have to discuss about the 3-digit number. But since we are talking about the linear equation of 2 variable, then definitely we have to take only 2 variable. So definitely that some relation between the two digits will be given there. So you can see that question, you can take a screenshot, and now I'm going to remove this one, and then after I'm going to do question number 18 for you people. See, what is the question number 18? Listen me carefully. It's written, a number of 3 digit has the 100 digit is 4 times the unit digit. Now relation between the 2 digit has given or not. If I take unit digit as a x, so 100 digit will be what? 4x. Or if I take unit digit as a y, then 100 digit will be what? 4y. Got it? And as I have written that 75 will be has written as a 10 into 7 plus 5. Suppose that I am having one number of 3 digit, 325. What should I write? 100 into 3 plus 10 into 2 and plus 5. Means when we will write it in expanded form, that 100th digit will be multiplied by 100, 10th digit will be multiplied by 10, and unit digit will be written as well. Now, what has given? A number of the 3 digits, the 100 digit, 3 digit has the 100 digit 4 times the unit digit, and the sum of the digit is 14. If the 3 digit numbers are written in the reverse form, are you getting me? Again, that's digit we are going to reverse. Like you can see it is 325, it can be written as 523. When we are reversing the digit, it will be 523. In the same way, we will do in our question also. So it's written, if the 3 digit are written in the reverse order, the value of the number is increased by 594. It means what? The new number is, or the obtained number is 594 more than the original number or previous number. I think you have got what I want to say. Let me solve this question. What should I write? Let question number 18, let unit digit is y and tens digit is x. What will be the 100 digit? 100 digit will be 4y. 100 digit will be 4y, because it's written in the question. The first line of the question is that much only. A number of 3 digit has the 100 digit 4 times the unit digit. And then after what I has given the first case. Okay, before writing the first step, what should I write? What will be the number? Number is equal to 100 into 4y plus 10 into x plus y. It means what? It is 400y plus 10y, 10x and plus y. It can be written as 401y plus 10x. And number obtained by reversing the digit. Number obtained by reversing the digits. What will be there? I think it is equal to, this will come here, it means 100 into y plus 10x and plus 4y. I can write here 104y plus 10x. Got it? 104y plus 10x. Now, what has given in the question? The question has been given. The first thing, the sum of the digit is 14. given that sum of digits is equal to 14. The first case is there 14. What is the digit? This one, and this one. What can I write? Y plus x plus 4y is 14. I can write here x plus 5y is equal to 14. That is the equation number 1. Okay, there is no problem. Now I am moving to the next one. What has given? The next line has given the number obtained by reversing the digit is decreased by 594. Again I am reading the question. If the 3 digits are written in reverse form, means if 3 digits are written in reverse form, then the value of the number is decreased by 594. It means what? The new one is 594 less than the original one. What has given? What can I write? Since it's given that the new number is 104y plus 10x is equal to 401y plus 10x minus 594. Decreased. Now 10x can be eliminated. I can transpose it. So I am having now 594 is equal to 401y minus 104y. 594 can be decreased. 11 minus 4 is 7, and then 9 minus 0 is 9. 3 minus 1 is 2, and this is y. So what should be the y? Y is equal to 594 upon 297. But I am thinking it will go 2 times. Okay. So the value of y is 2 now. And now the value of y we can substitute in the first equation. What can I write? Putting the value of y in 1. What will happen? You can see that x plus 2 into 5 is equal to 14. X plus 10 is equal to 14. X is equal to 14 minus 10, x is equal to 4. Now we had got the value of x, we had got the value of y. Can we write the number or not? Your question is like that only. We have to write, find the number. So what should be the number? Now number, you can see what was the number? 401 into y plus 10x. 401 into y means 2 and plus 10 into 4. It is 208 and plus 40. What can I write? 842. 842. And now you can see all these condition has been verified or not. Sum of the digit 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 2 is 14. First condition has been followed. In the starting it was given that 100 digit is 4 times the unit digit. 8 is 4 times the 2 are not. It's also verified. And the last one, when we will reverse the digit, I'll get 248. Now 248 plus 594 will be 842 or not. Or in other words, I can say when I'll subtract 594 from 842, we will get 248 or not. We will get. Definitely we will get. So this is your question, and it is different from the previous one. So you can see, and you may write this one, then we will not write. I can say you can take a screenshot. I'm going to just do some other question. I'm going to do some other question, and these questions will be important for you. You can see only one question has been given, and this question is related to age. Again, one thing I want to tell you, it's not new for you. In class 8th, we were having some question which was related to the age. But one thing was there, that time we are having the question for one variable only. We have done that question with the help of one variable only, because that relation between the two people's age were given already. But now we will take two variables and then we will solve. And why I discuss about the previous one point will be there what we have already used in previous year, and next year also, this year also we will use. In the question one word will come, that's 5 years later or 5 years ago, 5 year hence, these words can come. Now suppose that two persons are there, Ram and Syam, and their age was X and Y today. So definitely 5 years ago, to find the age of these two people 5 years ago, we have to subtract 5 from both. Not like that ki X minus 5 and another one will be Y. It's not possible. We are talking about 5 years ago, so 5 we have to subtract from the both. If we are talking about the 10 years later, we have to add 10 in both, because both age will increase 10 years. So we have to use like that. Now only one question is there like that. Question number 19, you can see it's written 4 years ago. Now 4 years ago, Marina was 3 times old as her daughter. 4 years ago, whatever age was Marina, it was 3 times of her daughter. Now 6 years later, 6 years from now, means 6 years later, mothers will be twice as old as her daughter. Find their percentage. I think it's a very easy question. Now, two peoples are there. We are talking about the mother and daughter, and we are talking about the present age. So it's very easy for us. Simply, I can take the present age of Marina is X, and present age of her daughter is Y. And then after we will discuss about 4 years ago and later also, whatever has given. Let's start this question number 19. Let now you can see, as I discussed that present age, let the present age of Marina is X year. Let question 19, let the present age of Marina is X years and present age of her daughter is Y years. Now we are talking about the 4 years ago. 4 years ago, age of Marina was, I think, X minus 4. Age of her daughter was Y minus 4. And what is the relation between them? Relation between them has given the age of mother was 3 times the age of her daughter. That Marina was 3 times old as her daughter. So it's given that X minus 4 is equal to 3 into Y minus 4. So it is X minus 4, 3Y minus 12. X minus 3Y, and that will be minus 12 plus 4 will be minus 8. I can write its equation number 1 or not. I can write it, no problem is there. Now we are talking about 6 years later. It's written 6 years from now. So what can I write? After 6 years, age of Marina will be x plus 6 years. Age of her daughter will be y plus 6 years. And what is given in the relation? Relation has given that's key. It is 2 times. It's written 6 years from now, mother will be 2 times, twice as old as her daughter. It means it is given that no, mother will be 2 times of this one. It means x plus 6 is equal to 2 times y plus 6. What can I write here? X plus 6 is equal to 2y plus 12. Transpose it. What will happen? X minus 2y is equal to 6. This is the equation number. What can I write? 2. And now tell me 1 and 2 we can solve or not? I think we can solve. No need not to do anything. Simply we can write x and x are same, na? Simply 2 minus 1. X and x will be cancelled. I am writing once, then I am doing this one because sometime in a hurry people can do mistake. C minus plus and plus. They can eliminate. Minus 2 plus 3y will be y is equal to 14. C. The age of daughter, present age of daughter is 14 years. And when I put here 14, what can I write? From second, here I am putting x minus 2 into 14 is equal to 6. So x minus 28 is equal to 6. X is equal to 28 plus 6. So x is equal to 34. Present age of the Marina is 34. Now think about 4 years. 4 years ago. 4 years ago, Marina was 30 years, daughter was 10 years, and that is 3 times. 6 years later, she will be 20 years and Marina will be 40 years. 20 into 2 will be 40. Hope you are getting all these things. The questions are easy, I can say. Questions are easy, only we have to form the equation, and if we will read question properly, so definitely we will get easily what question want to say. And if we will get that what question want to say, so definitely we can solve all these questions very easily, what I am thinking. Now, I am moving for the some other question. After question number 19, 20, 21, 22 and 23, all these 4 questions are related something percentage. We are talking about that's loss and profit in percentage. Or suppose that I am having some amount and I am going to invest it in 2 form, and at one place I am getting rate of interest 5%, at one place I am getting 10%, and total interest for 3 year or 2 year is that much. Then your question can ask how much amount has been invested in the first case and how much in second case. Or 2 type of the bond are there in the first bond or second bond. Such type of question can be there. So these things are not very difficult, but still I want to do 2 questions from there, because one already I had selected. It is question number 23. That's he is something taking and giving. But one I want to do from that selling price and all these things. So let's start question number 20. What I has given you can see, and definitely it will be easy for you. And in this question I am not going to solve whole question, only I will form the equation, and this you will able to solve these 2 equations. So important thing is there to form the equation, and after forming equation what I am thinking you can solve it. Listen me carefully what I has given. Question number 20. It's written on selling a tea set at 5% loss and a lemon set at a 15% gain. A shopkeeper gains 70 rupees. It means he is just selling two type of the things. On one he is having some loss, 5% loss. Another one he is having some profit, 15% profit. And even then he is getting some profit that is equal to rupees 70. But in second case, if he sells tea at a 5% gain and lemon at a 10% gain, now he is just getting profit in both. In this case he will gain 130 rupees. So what should I do? Now here we have to be a little bit knowledge about the loss and profit also. How can we find the profit? And all the loss and profits are calculated on the CP of that I think article, whatever is there. Suppose I am talking about the lemon set and tea set. So we have to assume firstly that let the CP means the cost price of lemon set and cost price of tea set is this and this. And then after we can find their SP, and profit will be what? Profit is equal to SP minus CP. Always keep in your mind. Profit is SP minus CP. Okay, let's start. So in your question it's written there, question number 20 I am going to do. Let the CP of lemon set is, question number 20, let the CP of tea set is equal to rupees X and the CP of lemon set is equal to rupees Y. These two things are the CP. And now in first case what will happen? In first case SP of tea set is equal to what? How can we find SP? It's written na, that's 5% loss. X was the CP minus 5% of X. I think you must have got what I want to tell you. You must have got. And now it can be written as X minus 5X upon 100, it is 20. So it is 19X upon 20. This is the SP of tea set. And now SP of lemon set. Now here I am getting 15% gain. So I can write Y plus 15% of Y. It is Y plus 15Y upon 100. It is 20. When I take 20, it is 20Y plus 3Y. It can be 23Y upon 20. Now you can see total SP is equal to 19X upon 20 plus 23Y upon 20. Total CP is equal to X plus Y. Now, when we will get a profit, SP minus CP will be the profit. So what can I write? SP minus CP will be the profit. Then easily you can see, since profit is equal to SP minus CP. Now what is the profit? In first case we are getting 70 rupees. That's 70 rupees. And what was the SP? 19X upon 20 plus 23Y upon 20 minus x plus y. Simplify it, and to simplify, one very easy things are there. Multiply by 20. When I multiply by 20, here I can write 1400. It's 19x, 23y, minus 20x and minus 20y. Now simplify. What will happen? 14 is equal to minus x plus 3y. So minus x plus 3y is equal to 1400. This is the equation. This is the equation number 1. In the same way, when we are talking about the second case, in second case, what will be the SP of T set? Now I am getting 5% gain and 10% gain on both. So I can write x plus 5% of x. It can be x plus 5x upon 100. It will be x plus x upon 20. When we will simplify, 21x upon 20 I can write. And the second thing, when I write SP of lemon set, what can I write? Y plus, now I am getting 10% gain, so 10% of y. When I will simplify, I will get 11y upon 10. 11y upon 10. Now again, I am just going to write directly this one, profit, because this is not there. Profit is equal to SP minus CP. So now I am getting 130. And what is the SP and CP? Total SP will be 21x upon 20 minus plus 11y upon 10 minus x plus y. And again you can simplify the same process. I am going to multiplying by 20. So it will be 0, 0, 26, 21x plus 22y minus 20x and minus 20y. Subtract it. 20x minus 20 will be x. 22 minus 20 will be 2y is equal to 2600. This is the equation number 2 and this is the equation number 1. We have to solve these two equations, and it's very simple to solve. When we will add these two, 3 plus 2 will be 5y, 1400 plus 2600 will be 4000, divided by 5, then it will be 800. The CP of lemon set will be 800. In the same way, we can find the CP of the other one also. So you can take what I can say, screenshot of this one, and then we are moving for some other question. Okay, so in this series I am just going to do some more question, and this is the little bit difference from the previous one. Now see what is the next question. Next question is again the single one question I has given. Sorry, one more question I have to do on percentage, and then after we will move to the other type. What is the other question? Two persons are there, A and B. A said to B, if you will give me 100 rupees, then I will be, or my amount will be 75% of your left amount. Then same time B said, if you will give me 100 rupees, then I will be 40% of if you will give me 100 rupees, your money will become 40% of my money. One thing I would like to tell you, when we are children and we are sitting with our grandfathers, especially in village area, so they used to tell us some story, and in this story they used to say, okay, there are two group of birds and they are sitting on the two branches of a tree. One group said, if you will give me one, then I will be equal to you. Another one said, no, if you will give me one, then my group will be twice than you. So that time when we are not knowing about the linear equation of two variable and all these things, then we are just using the error and trial method. What is the error and trial method? Just thinking, okay, it can be 3 and 5, then taken 1 and like that, then 5 and 7 we are thinking, okay, 5 will take from the 7, then 6 equals 7 will take from 5, then it will 4, 5 will be 4 and 7 will be 8, then can be adjusted. So that time we are not knowing about linear equation of two variable, but now we are knowing, and such type of questions we can do by mathematical things also, by using simultaneous linear equation, what we are heard with our grandfathers and grandmothers as a story when we are childhood, especially in the village area. Now I don't think we are getting such type of story nowadays, because we are not that much free to listen such type of story and all these things. Okay, let's start this question. Question is given, there are two persons A and B. It's written A and B have some money with them. A said to B, what A said, if you give me rupees 100, my money will become 75% of left with you, whatever left. Suppose that A has X rupees, Y has Y rupees. When A will take 100 rupees from Y, then A will have a X plus 100 and Y will have a Y minus, B will have a Y minus 100. Now that X plus 100 is 75% of Y minus 100 according to the question. It's given, it is 75% of the left money with B. But what B said, side by side, the same time B said to A, instead, if you give me 100 rupees 100, your money will become 40% of my money. Means whatever I am having, I am just trying to do like that. Suppose that it's with a rough diagram, I can say, I am just trying to do it for you people. There are two cases and I am just taking first case and second case. I am trying to explain all these things for you people, and okay, you will get it. Listen me carefully. There are two persons. I am taking two persons as A. One is A, another one is B. And assuming that he is having with him rupees X and it is rupees Y. It's I think assume. Both we had assume. Now what is the first case? First case what said? A said to B, you give me 100 rupees. What will happen? It will be X plus 100 or not? And it will be now Y minus 100. Are you getting me or not? It will be X plus 100 and it will be Y minus 100. And now what has given? It is in the first case, no? In first case, as A said, if you give me 100 rupees, when he will give 100, so definitely whatever amount was there with B, that will be, now it's less than 100, 100 less the previous one, Y minus 100, and that will be now 100 more. So what should I write here? Relation between them has given, he said my amount will be 75% of your left amount. Clearly it's written, that's my money will become 75% of money left with you. It means given that X plus 100 is equal to 75% of Y minus 100. Hope you are getting. So what can I write here? X plus 100 is equal to 75 upon 100 into Y minus 100. It is 3 and it is 4. Now we can do cross multiplication to simplify it. What will happen? I can write here 4x plus 400 is equal to 3y minus 300. Transpose it. 4x minus 3y is equal to minus 700. It is the equation number 1. Now for second case I am going to try another diagram like that. In second case again A and B is there. He is having rupees x, he is having rupees y. Now what will happen? He will give 100 rupees to him. 100 rupees. And after given that he will have a x minus 100 and he will have y plus 100. And what B said? B said your money will become, means this one will be 40% of my money. Means given that x minus 100 is equal to 40% of y plus 100. What can I write here? X minus 100 is equal to 40 upon 100 and this is y plus 100. Again it's a 2, it is 5, we can do cross multiplication. 5x minus 500 is equal to 2y plus 200. Transpose it. 5x minus 2y is equal to 700 or not. This is the equation number 2. And we have to solve these two equations. We have to solve these two equations. And one more thing I want to tell you, whenever you are just trying to do such type of question, after solving this question, you just try to verify it. Because sometimes it happens, we are doing some calculation mistake. And if we will do some calculation mistake, definitely that whole questions will be wrong. So please be careful while solving such type of question. You can take a screenshot of this one. This question was question number 23. Question number 23. Then after I will do question number 24 also, because question number 24 is not related to percentage and all these things. It is little bit different from the others. So you can take a screenshot and then I am going to start with that. Now see, what is the question number 24? Question number 24 has given the student of a class are made to stand in a complete rows. If one student is extra in a row, there could be 2 rows less. And if one student is less in each row, there would be 3 rows more. Find the number of students in the class. Now students can be confused a little bit. Sir, as you said ki 2 unknown quantity are there and here to only 1 is there. Here asking ki find the number of students. So don't worry. We will assume let the number of students in each row is x and number of rows is y. And then total number of students in the class is x into y. Are you getting me or not? Let's start this question. Now see, what I said, let the number of students in each row is x. Let question number 24, let the number of students in each row is equal to x and number of rows is y. Then total number of students in class is equal to x into y. Now I am moving to the question. What I has given? In first case it is given what is given, if First case you can see what I has given. If one student is extra in each row, means now the number of students in each row is x plus 1. There would be 2 rows less, then number of row will be y minus 2. And then again number of students will be number of row into number of students in each row. So what can I write in first case? If number of students in each row is equal to x plus 1, one student extra. It's written if one student extra, then number of rows is equal to y minus 2, 2 rows less. What should be the number of students? That can be written as x plus 1 into y minus 2 or not. And one more thing I want to tell you, number of students of the class has not changed, only that arrangement order has been changed. Are you getting me or not? So at the place of total number of students we can use x into y. It was in starting, will be there or not, and now multiply by xy minus 2x plus y and minus 2. They can eliminate xy minus 2x plus y minus 2. Transpose it, 2x minus y is equal to minus 2. Equation number 1 will come or not. Now in second case what will happen? In second case it is written if the number of students one students less in each row, means if number of student in each row is equal to x minus 1, then number of row will be 3 more. There could be 3 rows more. So number of rows will be y plus 3. And now again I am writing total number of students in class, in the class will be x minus 1 into y plus 3, and that total number will not change, it will be xy, and when I will simplify xy plus 3x minus y and minus 3, they can eliminate. After transposing I will get 3x minus y is equal to 3. This is the equation number 2. And now in front of you both are there, and if I write 2 minus 1, so 3x minus y is equal to 3, 2x minus y is equal to minus 2, subtracted, I can write here x is equal to 5. And when we substitute the value of x in 1, from 1 you can see what will happen. 2 into 5 minus y is equal to minus 2. 10 minus y is equal to minus 2. So y can be written as 10 plus 2. Y is equal to 12. There are 5 students in each row and 12 row are there. Got it? And total number of students will be what? 5 into 12 will be 60. Now what will happen? If in each row I will take at the place of 5 6 students, so there will be 10 row. 10 into 6 will be 60. And if in each row I will take 4 students, then previously I was having 12 row, now we will have 15 row. 15 into 4 will be 60. So you can take the screenshot of this one also. And now I am going to stop our class, because till the 24 we have discussed, and 8 more questions are there to discuss, and these 8 questions I will discuss in the next class, because if I will do one more question here, definitely I will do in a hurry, and that will be a little bit problematic for you to do question in a hurry. So please try to do the remaining question, and as I told you, each and every type of the questions I am doing. Similar questions I am leaving for you people. As I have started from 13th today, 13th to 24, it means 12 questions I have discussed. Out of 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 already I have done. So only 7 questions are there as a homework for you in coming 3 days. So I don't think it is very big task for you. You can do easily. But don't think you only 7 questions are there. You can think that all these 12 questions are there for you, because our memory is not that much sharp ki once we can listen something and it will be prepared. So we have to do regular practice for such type of question. Whatever questions I have done, you have to do it again. You have to do it again. Once you can write from this video, and then after you just try to do these questions again by your own. And if you are able to do it, means it is prepared and you have got the concept of all these things. So what I am thinking, now I am going to stop our class, and with this hope you will do remaining question. And thank you very much for attending the class and seriously listening me. And overall, you just try to prepare yourself for the examination, because very soon, not very soon, when your school will be open, then definitely you will get some schedule and all these things. If we are talking about the previous year schedule, so in the last of July only we are going, we usually sitting for the first semester examination. Now let us see what type of arrangement we will have this year. But even then, we are just trying to complete the syllabus of the first semester. And if there is any changes, you will definitely come to know that what will be the changes in a syllabus, what will be the changing in time and all these things. So God bless you. Hope, with this hope you will be okay and you will do all these questions. Thank you very much.